Burn.
Yeah.
You ready to go, Burn?
Always, sir.
I was gonna have some coffee for me here, Burn.
Don't like coffee, sir.
You sleep here, Mr. Wick. Jerry too hot. Easy, bro.
On.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Makanda. It is the big one. It is Onge versus Makanda. Dale College taking on Graeme College on the Somerset field. Graeme boys running onto the field. I think it's going to be a titanic battle between the sons of Sir Langham Dale against Colonel John Graeme, the man named after Makanda. And it's a mouth-watering clash here. I'm not alone. I'm with Mr. Odwa Konkla, and he will be taking through the game with me today as we're about to kick off here. Graeme, Mr. Konkla, everything going well?
Thanks for having me there, Mr. Mafani. A great introduction to this titanic battle. Conditions proved to be another test, but it promises to be an amazing game today. Thanks for having me here, Kickoff.
It's a good one. I think Dale are about to run on now. The Graeme boys decided to run out first. They're looking like a well-oiled machine, ready to play. They're not wasting any time. They want to get onto the field. As we see our officials taking the field as well. Dale taking their time. I think they've been wanting this fixture for a long time, especially after losing at their reunion, 165th year reunion, losing to Selborne. I think they'll be looking for revenge here today.
Absolutely, the man in the middle taking charge is Sindile Mnese, an experienced campaigner who's been doing this for more than 15 years here in Makanda, and he took charge of last week's game against St Andrews versus Grey High. A lot of experience. That game also went down to the wire, 28-29 to Graeme. So this one promises to be another titanic match between Graeme College and Dale College.
Marcus Williams, Graeme College vice captain, looking to kick off. Graeme are playing from right to left and Dale from left to right, as we see the ball getting controlled by Dale inside the 22-meter area. Dale scrum off. Angalake Makwabe swings it to Pikolomzi, who struggled a bit but manages to get the kick away. And as we see Cameron Doyle on the attack, he's got some support and he rounds the first defender, sets it up in between the 22-meter line and the try line. As we see the scrum off is tackled, Ayola Mali, pick and go. Ball was lost, but the ref calls him back for an offside. Good start from the Graeme College scrum off. He was waiting for the ball at the back. I think game's just started. Easy decision here. Go for Pauls.
Absolutely. With the conditions, you got to make it count when in the opposition 22. Graeme have gone for a quick tap. Avuile Elesi. Great carry from the number 1. Good defense shown by Dale College. Cameron Doyle looks to hit. Forward pass from Ayola Mali. Inati Planga met in the tackle. Good defense by Dale College. Would have opted for Pauls here.
I think the start of the game is still early. I think the best thing is to get the 3 points and just relax a bit, because getting too overexcited here might pin us back into our own half. But Dale College will be looking to exit surely. Graeme should meet them up in defense here. Game has started at a frenetic pace here. As you can see, Angalake Makwabe to feed the scrum. He'll be looking to deck play. Pico Lomzi, Craven weak player, swings it out wide. That should be Kuse there with the boot. Kuse manages to find touch in between. Quick play from Graeme. Ashton Williams with the ball. Ashton taking it up, finds a gap, lands in the 22 but knocks the ball. Ref says play on. Graeme loses control of the ball, giving position over to Dale College. Makwabe. Interception from Ayamila. Ball has gone underneath the poles. Good start from the Graeme College side. Ayamila Ball reading the play quite well and making sure he gets the ball and dots it over the try line. Good work on defense there from Graeme College. A bit risky from Dale, playing the ball out from their own half.
Absolutely. Great start from Graeme there, taking the lead under the poles. 5-0 to Graeme College. Game on, Mr. Mafane. As Marcus Williams converts the try. 7-0, Graeme in the lead.
Restart done well by Picolomzi there, who finds Ashton Williams, who lands in between the pitch. Graeme College supporters are there. Ball is available for Graeme, but Graeme get the penalty. Dale College not rolling away. Graeme College are giving me some goosebumps playing here. They are taking me back to that Hudson Park game about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Great start from Graeme, using the conditions very well. Obviously playing from right to left on his screens with the wind. Great start, as you can hear the crowd getting behind the homeboys. Great kick from Marcus Williams. His confidence will be pretty high after making the Academy Week alongside his twin brother Ashton Williams and Cameron Doyle.
Yeah, definitely the men must be very psyched up for this game, especially having some good news during the week. Finding yourself in a Craven Week team representing your province means a lot to any schoolboy. It's the pinnacle of schoolboy rugby. Going to Academy Week, Craven Week as an 18-year-old is probably the best thing ever. As we get ready for the line-out just outside the 22, Lebu Mahasela to feed the ball. Ayola Mali looks to be the main jumper here, and they set it up well, set up the drive. Ball with Fumani Baloyi, the captain of this team. Ref plays advantage to Graeme. Graeme College forwards are not going anywhere. They're well met by the Dell defense, and it's a pen to Graeme. They're lifting the player at the front, and we can see my captain Fumani Baloyi says we're going for touch again. We want to have another drive here. Graeme College showing some firepower early on in this game.
Marcus Williams has just overcooked that kick. 22 drop out for Dell. Basic mistakes there. Basic error from Marcus Williams. Experienced vice captain of the side. Great start to the game here, Mr. Mafan.
Great start to the game. I think as we see the 20-meter drop off from Pigolomzi, gives it to Ayola Mali, another Academy Week player. Finds some space. Ayola Mali's going. He's going to be untouched. Ayola Mali's still going. 5 meters short. Tackled before the line. Graeme College on piling the pressure here. And there's a knock-on from Byron Hunter, but the ref calls them back for an offside. Graeme College are showing some frenetic pace here to start off the game. It's about 5 minutes into the game, and jeepers, they want to run everything here.
Excellent start from Graeme College. Absolutely. Graeme looking to take a 10-point lead here in front of the Poles. Captain Fumani Baloyi has already called for Poles and for Marcus Williams to have a shot. Obviously, Ayola Mali's confidence also sky high after making the Academy Week. Pretty unlucky not to be part of the Craven Week this year, because he also represented EP last year at the Academy Week. 3 points, Marcus Williams. Just 10 points to 0 to Graeme College.
As you can see, Dell College fly off Picolomzi. Actually, it's the number 12. Away to Mbande. Kicks off, finds Cameron Doyle. Doyle looking to scab a few defenders, but he's well met in the tackle in between the 10-meter line and 22-meter line. Mahasela with the pickup, but he's knocked it in the tackle. Dell managed to pick it up. Again, another knock-on, but ref now calls him back for the penalty. And looks like a Graeme player was offside there.
Straight from kickoff. Graeme don't have a good exit, and it proves to cost them 3 points. Coach killers.
Coach killer, Mr. Konka. But as you can see, Picolomzi, another Craven Week representative in the Dell team. I think he's the only Craven Week player in between these two sides here today. So I think he'll also be trying to prove his worth and show how valuable he is as a player to this Dell team. Probably the main driver of the team, with guys like Oyama, Kuse, Spencer, Mr. Potty, So hopefully they're going to show some exciting rugby for them.
Absolutely. Having the 10 jumper at Graeme week is a big responsibility. Definitely watch this guy throughout the years. He's got the potential and the skill. Tough conditions to be a 10 though today. He misses the kick to Oyama Kuse, knocks it on. Very unlike era from Spencer. Very talented 15. Tough conditions to be handling the ball. Great exit play from Ashton Williams. Massive boot, forcing the error between the 10s. Good attacking platform for Graeme College here, as Cameron Doyle looks to feed into the scrum. Great setup from Graeme College. Marcus gives it to Tolisam Gieshe and gives it to Marcus Williams. Marcus gets the kick away. Gives it to number 14, Lutando Matigane, beats the first defender and met in the tackle by the second. Great pickup from Mikulu Oboche. Ayola Mali gives it to Ayamila Bill. Great carry from Ayamila Bill. Holding, says the ref. Great steal from the Dell number 6, Linamandla Peter.
Graeme College are looking to put on some pressure. If I can look back, I think it's very good to put Dale under pressure in the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. Because if you look at that Selborne reunion game, they were put under a lot of pressure in the first 10-15 minutes by playing good, hard running rugby from Selborne. And Graeme have tried to probably execute a similar game plan, trying to put Dale under pressure in the first half, so they've got something to hold on come the second half.
Absolutely. Take it back also to the Grey versus Dale game with the first 10 minutes. Grey put up about 14 points. So great tactic from John van den Bellen and Andrew Swift and Bryce Rennie. Oh, tough conditions. Unlucky. I've never seen that before. Lakanya Mbeo. Unlucky young man. Ball just slipped out as he was looking to feed into the line-out.
You used to be a hooker back in your day, Mr. X. Oh, a good hooker in your day. One of those Dion Ferry kind of hookers. Have you ever had a coach killer like that?
No, that's very unfortunate from the young man. Hopefully he recovers from that. I'd like to call those the uncontrollables. The ball, I've never seen that before. So hopefully the young man will bounce back from that. Big scrum earlier from Graeme of Wheeler Alessi, 17-year-old in the loose head, yeah. Gets another good bind. Advantage to Graeme, number 7 offside. Up and under.
As you see, outside for time, gets it underneath on the try line. What good execution from Marcus Williams, putting the pressure with the up and under, and Oyama Kuse again making another similar mistake and knocking on the ball, and Mr. Elgin Fenton, the left wing for Graeme College, was there to collect the ball to make the score 15-0. What a good pressure point that Graeme College are using here. Maybe they've also seen that Oyama Kuse at the back is maybe not very good underneath the high ball, so it's another tactic they're probably looking to exploit there as well with those bombs that they've been throwing. Marcus Williams, Ashton Williams, we know they're men with big boots on them.
Absolutely. Very smart tactic again from the coaching staff. Interesting, very good game plan. I don't think many teams look to kick onto Oyama Kuse. Hence, probably the man not expecting a lot of bombs on him, because we know how dangerous he is with ball in hand. Great start from Graeme College. Marcus Williams looks to strike this. Excellent kick from Marcus Williams. 17 points to 0. Beautiful strike. Hayi abantwana bafuna imali ngoku. Cira.
Sisemdlalweni apha. Angoke into kaMpande izakhe iphinde ixhome le bhola siphinde siqale lo mdlalo. Xhome kakubi ke kodwa. Khona umuntu phangasemva. Ubhaloyi nangu esiza naye umkhokheli. Ufuna ususo wokuqala kakwazanga. Bambekile. Doyle ukhona.
Taken back.
Buyisiwe ke le bhola. Williams wathini? Wathi umkhokheli khawuze naye. Umkhokheli wayekuthela ngasemva. Waphinda umkhokheli ingathi ncancazela umkhokheli waza naye wayinika uphiko lonke ujonga abantu Mpande ujonge abantu uye kudlala umbhoxo nangu usukule Williams xeba weza naye phakathi ko halfway no 10 meter line wathi box kick umfana kaDoyle 50-22 ke akazolunga ke apha bola yahamba yosela amanzi izaba i-line out ye-Dale College ku 22 meter line wabo.
Excellent game plan and execution from Graeme College. A great kick from Cameron Doyle off the base there. Excellent game awareness here from the Graeme side. The boys look ready. They look ready for this game. As we can see the sponsors there. Makana Brick, Muir Trance in the back. Obviously, great condolences to the Twaku family who lost the chairman of our governing body, Mr. Lunga Twaku, earlier this week. There's more meaning for the Graeme side to play today. Ayamila Bill. Cameron Doyle looks for Marcus Williams. And give it to Toli Samkesha. Great carry from Toli Samkesha. They go again. Fumani Paloi. Ref says turnover good. Rucker's a bit slow in getting to the breakdown points there. Great turnover from Dale and give it to the captain. Lutando Matigane looks to find touch on the 22. Great exit from Lutando Matigane.
Mbona ngathi ubhaloyi naye apha gxiya. Ufuna ukukhokhela ngezenzo. Akafuna uthetha kokoko. Khambona pha lo mdlalo efumana i-carries noba ziyi-2 uxwaya amadoda noma amabini okanye amathathu kuye phambi babheke phansi line out yeGraeme Mahasela uzakhangela abantwana bakhe
iyadlala le ntwana kaBhaloyi ndayibona ifika apha yathi ngumkhokheli lo
namhlanje iphi igxi
enza kakhe iGraeme ngocina la bhola ebaleni ayola mali uyasebenza umali madoda ngabe dlala ibhola bephansi angusombembe sithi uyenza usana kunene inkonyelo umali man ipenalty yeGraeme Great kick from the Dell captain and finds touch in between the 10-meter line and the halfway line. Dale ball. The Dell number 2, Lakanya Mbewu, looks to be struggling there with the knee injury. Hopefully he recovers from that previous throw.
Umbewu uzajonga uthi umntana igama khangela phaa kwiilog zakhe okuyabanda okanye uqhawe umali wathi semalini mna zawudlala ibhola le umene umali abhola ubuye nayo ezilayini zetela sisebenzi kahle angumntu enqumla phakathi kweraki yaxuthwa lo bhola Dale College sayibambile hayi umali wathi ndisemalini ndikhona wayikhaba beke enqeleni
ukhangela u-50-22 ukhangela u-50-22 I'm number 11 with Dale Matot. Milan beats the second defender. Great run from Milani. Spencer Kuse takes it from the rack. Passes out wide to number 13. And great run. Dell take it up to the 50-meter line. Dell look to get some phases onto the ball now. They go to the blind side. Kuse goes, offloads. Great hands from Dell. Good tackle from Ayola Mali. And Dell keep coming. Good tackle from Mani Baloy. Dell go again. Runners of 10 as they knock on the ball. Cameron Doyle looks for a good exit. Great kick from Cameron Doyle. Graeme still leading by 17 points to 0. Massive beat from them, captain Matigane. Inachi Planga finds Elton Phantom. Looks to kick. Oyama Spencer Kuse is met by Liam Mbatioti. Ragtime Dale ball. In the Graeme 22, Dale look to exit. Oh, Dell running from the 22. They knock it on. The ref says knock back. Dell play out wide. Great hit by Liam Mbatioti. Delesi comes in from the side. Quick tap from the captain, number 14. Matikane. Spencer goes again and is met by Byron Hunter. Dell only going backwards. The ref says taken back into the 22. Dell look to exit. Taken back. Line out ball for Graeme. And the Dell 22. Jeepers.
Yeah, ixabene leCream College namhlanje. Ixabene leCream College. Ibonisa abantwana baseDale bakusemakhanda. Sizodlala. Oaks are tackling well on the defense, waiting for them, and they're making sure they're not giving them any space. Kendabona uSpencer qhwalela ke apha. Nana uSpencer ngathi uyabana xa ifika apha eLeopards Den. Yazi ke kuzakwenzeka ntoni. Kodwa uyasijonga ke ingcibi zethu zikhona apha ebaleni salungisa abantwana. Zitepu, zifizwe apha ebaleni. Izinto yenzekayo. Abantu boncedo lokuqala bakhona. Mahasela uzathi umntana igama. Mali ukhona usemalini. Angumile lapha phambili umali. Ditheni wathi ndisemalini masiye mntanam. Set up the move. Ball waiting for the ball.
Second shove coming. The second shove's coming. There we go. There we go. The ball's going forward. The ball's going forward. The ball's going forward. Great setup from Graeme. Advantage Graeme College. Keep going. Advantage Graeme. Wasebenza inhluva. Must use advantage.
Iplay ball. Ayikaveli bawile bonke. uDoyle usayikhangela. Williams ulungisa bona bakukwabo. Wathi uMarcus bakasithibane enqini. Bakasiye xinzelela. Wanyuka umjeshi uphosile. Wayityekeza. Bakodwa ke bebenenhluba ngabafana basekhaya. Uncese yaphinde babuyisela. Uthi masibuye napho thole belifele khona amanene. Khokheli wethu Baloyi uzathi makuthini. Ngathi ngesiphinda pha enye line out.
Mtutuolo. Another. We could anticipate another line out. The drive here, Mr. Mafani.
I think it's worked. The first ones have worked. So I think we should keep going. Just keep on exerting the pressure. Keep those forwards together. And they'll have what we've managed to get about 2 penalties from them. You could also be looking at a penalty try here by any chance.
Ayola Mali waits. Mikulu Roboshe and Ayamila Bill goes to Ayola Mali. The banker ball. More set up. And here they go again. And here they go again. And here they go again. High dive. Captain Fumani Baloyi goes over.
Graeme College looking to prove a point here. I think as well, if you look, it's not also a natural game that Graeme play, having like line out mauls, so they've probably changed or developed their game plan as they've gone on during the year. So line out looks like a very strong component. Ayola Mali at the front has collected all his balls. Mahasela hitting his darts. You obviously, after exerting so much pressure on the opposition, you will get a 5 points at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I think if you really want to have a good chance against Dale, you got to take it up front with the set pieces and scrams, lineouts. I think that's where you eye it. As soon as it gets open, you know how the men from King run their rugby. You don't really want it that open. So with the conditions, a great execution from the Graeme boys, as Marcus Williams looks to take the lead to 24 points after 30 minutes. Woo. Another great strike from Marcus Williams.
Lenwana yaka Williams, Marcus. Yafuna ke sitshibele kahle lenwana ngoba umdlalo wayo ukhulile kwaye ungumntu oyaziyo into ayenzayo. Ubona xa udlala u10 funeka ukwazi ukhokhela, ukwazi ulawula umdlalo. Ube nenqina elihle. Lenwana ka Williams inhle iphilile. Kodwa ke ikhona indawo idlele kuyindlala. Noba ngubani na ukhona idlele indlala kodwa ke asexoxe zezinto asihlali pha kwezandibano sithethe ngazo ezizinto. Mhlawumbe kubona ezinye izinto singaziboniyo thina.
Hayi ndingqelana nawe xa wama. Lentwana ngumkhokheli. Inenqina. Inomonde. Inesantya kwaye nenhliziyo. Kodwa ke asothetha zonke. Great hit from Mikulu Oboshe. He meets Spencer. Dell looking to swing the ball.
Ingathi gxila iDela isazimayenze ntoni apha. Ifuna ubaleka, ifuna ukhaba. Iyayiphutha le bhola. Andiyazi esi score ngathi singenapha engqondweni kubo ngoku siyabasebenza. Nabephinde benika iport yokuqala. Bafuna ubaleka baphume nayo le bhola bazokwazi. Nansi lisenzeka ke ngoku baphunculana nebhola. uJoel ke yena uzawuvuya. Uzathi nazi forward zam zilindile. Nanku umkhokheli. Ngena phakathi kwabo.
Good spin tackle.
Williams. Waphinda Williams wabetha uTsip. Uphukuse. Ingathi ukhuleka balela abafana. Nanku umjesha. Umjesha wabuyela ngasemva kuthiwa umwise phamba bamba ibhola umjesha.
Unyanisile uSombembe.
Nanku umkhokheli ephinda idlala wayikhaba umkhokheli.
Inathi Planga, the man with the magic feet. The man with the... There you go. Great run from Inati Planga. Great awareness from Cameron Doyle.
Angamadoda phumile amadoda. Fike eqala.
22 drop out.
22 meter drop out. Fike eqala pha uMadida. He. Hayi. Kubona kwakuthiwa inyawo unyathela accelerate ungayeki. Ayiyeki le team yalapha ekhaya. Unyathela accelerate abakhokheli batepa ku22 bakhaba ibhola. Bayasinika le bhola bathi hayi Graeme College dlalani man. Ipati yenu namhlanje.
Yo, great start from Graeme. Only some gesture, show some footballing skills. Emihle Sukula scraps it up. Ayola Mali looks for Byron Hunter. Tammy's the first man. Excellent clean out from Ayamila Bill. Cameron Doyle. They look for Marcus. Dell. I think Spencer is limping. Spencer's injured. I think the physios must have a look at the Dell number 15. Looks like he's carrying a needle there, Mr. Mafani.
uSpencer ikhona ezekleyo phakuwe. Yazi kodwa
Bebakhupha umntana man.
khona umuntu oshotayo kule team yaseDaily. Ikhona inona bidlala 13 kuthiwa nguRhasi. Ayikho apha namhlanje. Ingumlilo na ingaxa bayinodibana nokhuse kaye babikhona. Dibana nokhuse ufake nalantwana uphiko. Ingane iqhwitha la backline kodwa qana ayibona iGraeme afuna banika ibhola. Wathi
Nanza Nyemula.
wathi umali semalini diniki abafina betyala into zofentin zingenile ngaphakathi bekwa phambili thunqembiyana ubheke ekalkeni yaphuma la bhola yatsitsa iDale College ibambile Williams angomphunculo sukula waphila wayibamba qhala umpasi ngena ngaphakathi zama ukukhangela amadoda uwile ngaphakathi ko22 uPutoyini dlala abantwana bakho umali nanku mahasela nanku uBill wangena ngaphakathi uBill hey wasika uBill kwabanda amadoda apha eMakhanda wathi uBill emdlalweni na kayasibili kule half hey ayamila Bill ngena ngaphakathi kwamadoda kwabanda gqiya apha eSamoset hayi abantwana bayaphakama kule Makhanda into zo Williams zajonga ubheke epalini ke ngoku
Excellent run from Ayamila Bill, who also represented the Grand Como for Eastern Province last year and captained the under-16As. Great to see the young man coming back into form. Great start from Graeme College. 31 points to 0. Dale under tremendous pressure from the Graeme boys.
hayi gqiya iDale yenza wrong le masithethe inyani abantu abo bafuna ubaleka ibhola abantu ibhola gqiya abanokwazi uyibaleka funeka baphume hafini yabo kumanzi ibhola yerugby ayinazigqibo bona ngoku bafuna uyithethelela kodwa ke Thomas Dlala nangu umkhokheli
awuyeza namhlanje mntana oh inhle bhaloyi le ntwana ke ngumzukulwana katatomkhulu uNconde eBhalfu
hayi isesemidlalweni hayi ke yazazi
iformer Ndoni apha eMzantsi Afrika Mr Mafana
wayengeyo MEC okanye wayiminister
Minister of Sports and Recreation yokuqala enesiduko madoda uNconde eBhalfu utamkhulu wale ntwana nangu Khuse there goes Khuse and knocks it on great covering tackle from Emihle Sukula there. We can see what Oyama Khuse can do with a bit of space. Great scramble defense from Emihle Sukula. 4 minutes to go before the halfway break.
uSpencer uyadlala uSpencer uyaqhwitha ingathi kufuneka bamkhangele ingathi ngoku uSpencer ngeyizingela lebhola ingathi ngedlala phaka ka10 okanye yadlala ka12 lebhola iye kuye okanye ayinikwa pha ngasemva u10 wakhe ayibamba amnika pha ngasemva ku12 aqhwitha lento nisithi ingathi lentwana uRhasi babikhona beza kwenzeka into xa sijonga pha umkhokheli nangu ngathi yo defender ka12
bamkhuphile u9 bamkhuphile uAngalaka bafaka uphiko kwa9 bafaka owethu kwa10 basa umkhokheli uLuthando kwa12 yo amaqhinga aphelile umqeqeshi uRoyden Kennedy uzama into apha ufuna ujika amatye abe zizonka great pick up from Cameron Doyle, takes it back to Marcus Williams, who looks for a kick. Good control from the Dell number 11, Milani, and knocks it on. Near the halfway line, still Graeme ball, scrum time, unforced errors in these conditions are proving to be costly for Dale College down here on Somerset Field in Makhanda.
le ntwana uMilani ngibona lanxizwayo ingathi phuma erhangeni pha umjezo kangayibona edlalwayo pha khawuleza bavala amehlo phambi kwedefense kodwa ke nazi forwards nendibano yazo pha
xa ibetha uncinzo ngolahlobo ayisuka ilalini noma ngesezwelitsha le ntwana ezwezwe iqhela irhanga le ntwana
ibhola yaphuma kwecala leDale College bayikhaba nangu uPlanga ukhona uPlanga ilindele uzolile umntu akaPlanga wayinika uFentin wayithoza nenqini awiswa umntana ngapha ibhola idala ikhabile wakhala uSompembe wathi hayi somwisa umntana amangenzanga nto xa sibona into kaFentin engathi iwe phansi phaya abantu benceda lokuqala bangenile. Nango ke uBhaloyi thatha nabantwana bakhe bazama udisana bazawuthini ngelipenalty. Ayibona into zokhuse sidibana noSompembe pha zama ubuza imibuzo. Amazi ke mina kuncese akuthethwa nje naye ngoba uyayala into ayenzayo. Une experience eninzi. Marcus Williams uMarcus Phumle before half time. Makhe ke sibheke ezipalini. Williams ke bekhe wayizama ke against St Andrews College. Yaphinda yayizama ngoku. Sakhe sibone uzasiphakela ntoni.
Oh yini encibano vusa amanxeba afondini. Khayeka abantwana abadlali bahle namhlanje.
Yazi igxiya xa uzawukhaba under pressure zibani izinto zicingayo. uMarcus akana pressure namhlanje and uyibize ngokwakhe la bhola, which means ba uyilungiselele into ayenzayo uyayazi.
He's striking the ball so beautifully today. Marcus Williams.
Ngathi nomoya ngathi uzamnceda pha ngasemva noba yilona naye ezibizile phayi. Yagqibela ke kusiwe izistampu akhe ibhola kule ndawo. Ngqondo khona omnye zakhe ndibone ngoWilliams. Wajonga ibhola kokugqibela umntaka Williams. Wabheka phambili. Hayi ayifikanga.
Put the commentators curse on Marcus Williams. Cameron Doyle, magic feet. Beats the first defender and the second. And this is met nicely by the Dale defense. Ayola Mali looks to play for Mani Baloy. Ayola Mali at 9 again and plays Mikulu Yolani. Great leg drive from Mikulu Yolani. As Cameron Doyle plays for Mani Baloy. Marcus Williams goes high again to Oyama Kuse, puts him under pressure. Oyama Kuse shows some soccer skills. Interesting ploy from Oyama Kuse there.
Impazamo yeDale College gxiya i1 ngoko bafuna ubaleka le bhola akubalekwa kakhulu xa kunetha. Uyambona uWilliams wenza ntoni uyakhaba ngokoko. Kodwa ke uthi uSompembe makhe sibheke ama-orange. Iteam eyi-1 ephambili apha and confidence bheka ke kwi-changing room izaba phezulu. uRoyden Kennedy makacinga icebo.
Hayi basengxakini. Asikhe siyotya ama-orange ke bhutim sabuyela. Enjoy the break. Hot cup of coffee awaits at home. Giving you like 5 minutes to come back to us. Great excitement on the Somerset field. Sons of the Leopard.
Welcome back to the second half. Graeme College just making their way out the changing room. The score is currently 31-0 to Graeme. Second stanza about to begin. Graeme College have had a good start to the game, playing in the right positions, exerting pressure in the right places, and taking the points that were on offer. Saw some good tries from Ayamila Bull, Elgin Fenton on a good kick chase. Dale will probably be looking now to maybe settle a bit and try not run the ball too much, as we see Pico Lomzi kicking off the ball to Doyle. Doyle puts the boot on and finds touch in between the 22-meter line and the 10-meter line of Graeme College. As you know, I'm not by myself. I've got Mr. Konkla. Mr. Konkla, I'm going to put you on the knife edge here and say, you or Mr. Roden Kennedy, a halftime chat. What do you think? What was it all about?
Whoa. The boys are under pressure, so it must have been a tough chat. Myself as a coach, 31 points down, you try to tell the boys you need to score within the first 5 minutes of the second half, get the scoreboard ticking, use the wind. You've got the wind behind you. I'll tell the boys I've got a 10, 15 point wind behind them now to try to close up the gap. So, but it will be difficult, knowing the Graeme defense coach, Andrew Swift, probably organised something to try combat this Dale attack, which Dale are forced to play quite close to the breakdown, which is unlike their game plan. So, it's going to be tough coming back into this one. Yeah.
You just remind me of an old coach of mine who's a coach when I was playing on 11A rugby, Mr. Alwyn Ridden, who used to say the first team to score first in the second half is going to win the game. So I think Roden Kennedy should have used those words as well. First team to score is going to win this game in the second half.
No, it'll prove to be a very, very good second half from Dale to go on and win the game. Yeah. 31 points down at first team level. Unfortunately, it's a tough one.
It's a Mount Everest, as you can see.
But you know the boys from you can't take them away from the game.
Yeah.
One thing about Dalians, they'll always show fight. Pico does a good ball from the forwards and gives a poor ball away to Mbonde. And ref Sindile Ncese says knock on Graeme College ball.
I want to ask myself a question, like with these changes that Dale have made in their backline, is it conducive in wet weather to make drastic changes like they've done, moving players around? And have they been practicing as a team like this? Because obviously during the week you come up with a plan on how you're going to play, and you just see shifts like this, and I wonder if players are prepared for this. Are they mentally ready for this? As we see Doyle throw the grubber in there, and he finds touch just inside the half of Dale, in between the halfway line and 10-meter line. Yeah, sometimes players as well, you got to think about their mindsets and what they're thinking. But you never know, maybe this is a trick up their sleeve.
Very, very big calls, Mr. Mafani. I agree with you. But let's hope the coach got a trick up the sleeve here. Dale number 5, Howitt, Tati. He's off the scraps. Pico plays. Number 10, Met, the big hit from Ayola Mali. Number 11, Milani Matije takes it up. Penalty against Graeme. The ref says hands in the ruck from captain Fumani Baloy. Looks to be another injury for Dale, Milani Matije. Dale fine touch on the 22. A great attacking platform for Dale now. But as we know, it hasn't been the best set piece, showpiece from Dale today. It'll be another tester for the hooker to find his jumper. Unlike Graeme, who used the conditions perfectly and hit mauls in the first half, and that's what Dale will be required to do here.
Nakumbe team dani kam ayichekeza le ball. Qhawe. Doyle yayizingela noma taken back lo. Nangu Williams. Bethwa nglo moya Williams khomntu leqayo. Ngathi ke taken back la ball. Izawuba yi-line out kule ndawo uWilliams bekhabele kuyo. uWilliams ngathi ngoku azibhola nengazibethi izinyuke ngathi nekazibethe nje kancinci izihambe phakathi komoya.
The trajectory is very important into this wood. As we can see, it's flowing at 15 to 20 kilometers an hour. So you're right, Marcus has to get these kicks quite lower than usual. Dale not getting good clean ball in line out time, which I don't think Graeme would actually mind Dale going for line outs in their own 22.
Business forward zabo bamasondela nabo beyitshekeza le ball. Graeme College iyasebenza kule defense. Uyabamba abantwana besikolo bakhala go turn on the lights, blue lights, gold lights, polish lights. Hayi kuyathenwa apha ngoku semdlalweni. Ake sibone exit strategy ka Williams lapha kula backline nomjesha bazawuthini.
Penalty.
Khalo sombembe wathi ubona ngiyaniphendula kodwa ndimi ophetheyo am nange ephinde sikhe eminye imika ngathi ukhangela umkhokheli nange ebiza umkhokheli unoncokola naye Mr Ncese ungumuntu obekayo umthetho kahle kwaye uthetha nomkhokheli umkhokheli ke bakadibana nabantwana bakhe baxoxe babonise ukubana kufanele kwenzeke ntoni thethile ke uNcese nomfana ka Luthando Madikana emxelela ubana izinto ezithila ngazithandi Ndozo Williams sijonga ubheka ngasemgceni ngoku ibeni penalty khekahle kwento ka Williams kodwa ke ngathi phumile hafini yakhe uyibeke phezu ko 50 meter line out yakho kwabo Mahasela makathile umntana igama.
Very skillful hooker, Lebohang Mahasela. He's been finding his jumpers all day in these tough conditions. Ayola Mali looks to go up again. Graeme sets up the maul. Fumani Beloy knocks on the ball at more time. Good call from the ref.
Impazamo nje encinci le yagxiya yenzeka lana kodwa ke bazadibana ba kwi-scrum. Phiko Loms uzayinyengeza le ball ufuna uzaza kahle iGraeme iphuma kahle iyaza uphuma kahle kwehafini yayo but iphinde inikeze ngebhola lula ke ngoba abantu abafana nokhuse ke bathanda uqhwitha kwimeko ezinje ungajonga nale blind option ingasetshenziswa aba kuba kwakho abantu bokhuse because uyayazi bakho umuntu ngasemva ba ugqibe nale yokuqala afaka ichip uplanga naye kamanga kwindawo eright kodwa ke ngathi scrum seGraeme si strong siza ngamandla.
You gotta target the set piece against Dale. As you can see, they've been dominated in the line-outs, they've been dominated at scrum time. And that proved to be the difference in the game currently. Because the likes of Kuse, the likes of Luthando Madikane, the likes of Mponde, the likes of Pico can't get front foot ball and play the natural attacking game. Penalty for Dale. Cameron Dorr needed to be offside. Quick tap from the Dale number 8 in Ndevu. Good carry from Ndevu. Pico plays the hookup. Great chip from the Dale number 12 away to Fumani Beloy, falls onto it. Cameron Dorr looks to exit from the base. Balls out. Great. Kicks it straight into touch.
Doyle not managing to control those box kicks. So the ball comes back to where he kicked it. I think he'll be a bit frustrated with himself because he's put his team back on the back foot again. But hopefully, Mr. Money in the line-out, Ayola Mali, is going to come back with the ball here.
Lakanya Mbewu looks to find his jumper. Hawe Mtati. Okuyabanda. Nobomvu. The ref says the throw didn't go 5 meters.
Idaily ilahlekelwa sisimilo ngoku ifuna ukuphikisana noSompembe yabona ke ngoku xa kusenzeka into ezinje uSompembe akazoyithanda lo mdlalo asifuni makhadi abantwana besikolo abasifuna abadlali kodwa ke into kaWilliams ithi ngizawubheka nekoneni ngifuna ifuka zami zidlale make simkhangele umfumene na Fumene uWilliams utatsho omhle phakathi ko10 meter line no22 meter line kuyihalf yedaily Umuntu lapha eGraeme usoloko lapha ku-touch line akasuki. Singayazi ba uthi makudlalwe njani oSompembe bathini ebaleni. Nanku uMahasela ekhangela uthiya umntana igama. Uzawuphinda athi imali ngowakho lona umntana. Wathi imali ngowakho wayiphuthaphutha kodwa ke into zokubhalwa izifikile. Baphinde ujonga phaa kulaa mole yabo. Kodwa ngathi batyhala ngendlela elungileyo. Ibhola khona uDoyle wayinika uWilliams
left foot.
wathi kancinci wathi Mjesha khawuye Mjesha uyiphosele la bhola dibe nabafana basedale unyuswa phezulu kakawe apholile emgodini wayikoleka wayiwisa phansi la bhola Loms wayinika ihuka yakhe Lakanya Mbewu
Net by
angupika Loms angozama chip encane baphinde bayiphosa
Mr. Mafani, I've got a question for you here. I see Marcus Williams use his left foot there. Should the current or modern day 10 be able to kick left and right? As we see the likes of Manny Libok, the likes of Antonio Dupont, should the halfbacks in the modern day age use both their feet?
It's a good question. As a fly-off, I think both feet have to be well educated. So you obviously have the stronger foot, and obviously the other foot will be a bit weaker than the other one. But it's also good to help with exit strategies and how you want to play. So it's important. But if you have a left footer and a right footer in your team, maybe your 10 doesn't need to have both. It has to be good on both feet because you will have that allowance where you can kick through. As you can see, someone breaking through the line there. But he's knocked on the ball. It's number 13, Ande Taba. He knocked the ball just on the halfway line. So I think for Williams, since maybe he doesn't have a left-footed kicker in the team, maybe he's the only option we have. So he has to maybe execute it and have both his feet well educated.
Interesting. I hear you there. As you saw from that last play from Dale, you can definitely see the boys have the talent and the X factor to run balls out of their own territory. However, the conditions prove to be very testing for the Dale boys. Obstructions called by the ref. Yeah, I think the ref got that spot on, unfortunately. Marcus Williams looks a fun touch. No points in the second half here so far. And we're 10 minutes into the second half, 23 minutes to go. Marcus Williams doesn't find touch. Oyama Kuse feeds it off to Owe to Bonde, who looks to find space. Marcus Williams returns the favor and kicks it directly into touch. And the touch judge takes him back close to the 22. And says line out Del Ball.
Yeah, as you can see, Marcus Williams making an error there. I think this is the second error where Graeme have actually kicked the ball straight into touch. First it was Cameron Doyle, and now it's Marcus Williams. I don't know whether it's a matter of not knowing where they are on the field, and then they just decide to kick and not know that they shouldn't be kicking for touch. I see Dell players scrambling to the line out, but on the money, Mali collects the ball and Baloyi collects the ball as a captain. Dell players could be falling over here.
Great work
But
from
Mahasela has got the ball. Someone coming in from the side from Dale College. But Doyle manages to get the ball away. Williams finds his boot.
Here comes
Hard
trouble.
lines.
Here comes trouble.
Kuse collects it to the right to Captain Lutando Matigana. Well met by Kolisa Mjesha in the tackle. First man arriving there, Emihle Sukula, but he's missed the ball. Pico Loms, Whitey, Mbeo, Nangula Khan. Ubisiwe, phambi 10 meter line, 22 meter line. Pico Loms khalula ulike. Graeme College, ilele phezu kwebhola. Wathi ukhuse emasihlaleni. Wapheka kuba ukhusi, dibana no Fenton. Phambi 22.
Great hands.
Bapheka unumber 8 inathi Ndevu.
Met by Emihle Sukula.
Nango umgodeni wabheka ebantwini. Hayi akaqophozeli. Pico Loms wakhangela. Nangu Mbewu ephinde si. Ingathi ubheke erakhini kodwa akakhona amadoda aseGraeme College alindile. Wakhala uSombembe. Wathi penalty wathi inkonyile mntanami suyinkonye. Banike bayidlale. Into zophiko sifuna udlala ibhola pha. Unlucky pha ku Lakhanya Mbewu phosile la bhola. Bona ngathi netape emadolweni ngokuziyasuka noma bubumanzi nje noma ufunenye nokadibane nogqirha wakhe walapha esikolweni akamlungisi. Williams jonga touchline yena qha.
Tell you what, Lakanya Mbeu's actually put up his hand here today. I liked how the number 2 has played so far. Obviously not the best conditions to be throwing in. However, in open play, Lakanya has put up his hand with Lukawe Mtati and the number 12 Owe Tuponde, I think. And the captain, Lutando Matikani. It's still game on here.
Mahasela wadibana nomali. Fumani ukhona. Le bhola ayithi ifike ngasemva. Into zoBills yayikhangela. Nangu umali ngasemva ngo. uJoel naye ufuna izingela le bhola. Ayithi ifike kuye. uJoel bayaphikisana nomali. Umali waphuma wahamba yedwa. uJoel wafumana wathi Williams. Jesha wayinika Williams ungenile enxebeni. Kodwa ke kuthiwa uyinyenge sephambili umjesha. Wathiwa masibuye. So thatha iscrum. Umjesha andithanga kakhulu ngaye namhlanje. Uthe cwaka umjesha kodwa ngoyena ke unesakhono esikhulu kule team. Ngathi unyaka wakhe wesithathu lo ekule first team. Bekhe wadlala pha kula number 10 jersey wadlala naka 15 umjesha. Ngoku kulonyaka unikwe u12. Uthe cwaka kakhulu namhlanje. Bengicimba ke lo mdlalo uyamlungela kodwa ke yakaphinda zame make sibone noko kushekena wayilo 20 minutes mhlawumbe yaphinda sibonza amadanya xa umdlalo uphela nazi Dale College phiko akumuntu ebethwa kodwa akawiswanga akanokwazi ukhala nangu uBill bakhona abancedisi bakhe Mahasela hlisa inhloko nanko ke uJoel bamba ibhola uJoel wayithi Williams umjesha nangu umjesha wethela ngaye wayithi Plank uyabaleka ukhangela iswitch dibe no Fenton the switch wangena ngaphakathi wangena ku 10 meter line wafaka uNtsinzi Joza no Bonds ndokakhuse hayi ayiphunqula le ball Fenton naye ayiphutha Dale College buye nayo la ball advantage yabo Pico Lomzu nabo befuna uyibaleka kodwa kumuntu wisiwe kwavakala isithonga esikhulu Sombembe wakhala wathi hayi nibabetha phezulu ngoGraeme College ayilunganga lelo niyenzayo kumkhokheli lubethwa phezulu luthana Matikana angayitepa ukhusi betha amadanya into kakhusi wisiwe phakathi ko22 ne-try line yakhe Pico Loms wakhangela u22 wakhe 22 akamfumenanga le bhola yaphathwa sekuDale College kodwa nanko eyiphunqula umjesha nayo uyayiphunqula yakhatywa wathi uSombembe bakhe sibuyeni andiyibone into niyenzayo.
Too many 50-50s in these conditions, proving to be costly. We haven't had points in the second half here. tough, wet conditions in Makhanda. And we can see the handling errors have been the difference today. Interesting call there from Dell, trying to run it from the own 5-meter line. 31 points behind, 16 minutes to go. A 20-kilometer win behind the back. Whoa. Attacking scrum from Graeme College. Cameron Doyle looks to feed in here. This is where Graeme have been so strong. At scrum time and line out time. Cameron Doyle feeds in. Ayamila Bill controls the ball from the back of the scrum. And Rev calls a reset to Graeme College. Another reset in the wet conditions. Sindile Mnese calls them in again. Cameron Doyle feeds. Strong scrum from Dale. But the ball's still on Graham's side. Ayola Mali picks and gives it to Fumani Baloyi, the captain. Ayola Mali, good counter from Dale. Good call from the ref. Hands in the rack, coming from the side. Dell looked to quick tap again from Owe too. And he's tackled by the ever-ready Lebo Hang Mahasela. Dell pick up and go. Still trying to run it from their own territory. Owe too. Lakanya knocks it on. Vantage Graeme College. It's like a bar of soap. The ref calls him back for a knock on from the Dell number 2 Lakanya Mbeu, who was forced to make that error as Dell looked to run it from the own territory. Your thoughts?
Hey, mnandi nengxaki kakhulu ngoba sawubaleka ibhola suke half yethu ibe ityibilika nale bhola. Asiyazi ke iyawuzala ngomoni na kodwa ke sabona kuqande ebhodini. Nanto siyibonayo. Kodwa ke i-forwards akhe ezidibane zibe nomhlangano wazo. uDoyle uzayithotsha le meeting, uzakontrolwa nguye xa uzawunyengeza le bhola. uMarcus Williams athatha izigqibo. Sibiziwe i-forwards.
I think the blind is on here. Olisa Mgeshe chatting to Emihle Sukula. Olisa Mgeshe coming back from injury. And you can see the calmness is brought back into the back line. Ayamila Bill knocks it on from the base, unfortunately. The young man, tough conditions. I think Graeme won it in the first half, used the conditions superbly well and put points on the board.
I was about to say the same thing, is that, when you've got a 31 point difference ahead, or being ahead 31 points, when you make mistakes like this, even though there's basic errors, but sometimes they don't mean a lot in a game like this. But obviously if it was a tight game, they'd mean a lot. So I think Graeme was still calm in their heads as Picolomzi feeds the ball out. Dale looked to do the wraparound. They throw a 50-50 pass and they knock the ball on. Ref calls it a knock on and it will be scrum down, Graeme ball.
Unlucky for Dale there. But still trying to hit the trams out wide, which is high risk in these conditions.
Graeme College doing superbly well here, putting Dale in their own half and just pinning them here, and then not seem to be getting out, and it'll be a scrum down to Graeme College, and Cameron Doyle will feed the ball. As we can see, Ayola Mali, one of the Academy Week players for Eastern Province, going off. Graeme College will need to bring on a replacement lock. I think Bryn Garande will be on the cards. The ref calls them back for an early shove. and says it's a free kick to Dale College. Dale will probably be looking to run it from here. They won't kick at all. Definitely won't kick. They tap the ball, they give it to Mbeu.
Lakanya. One of the standout players for Dale today, Lakanya Mbeu. Gives it to the captain, Lutando Matigan. Interesting kick to Cameron Doyle, who finds meters, 50-22 pending. Matikane, a strong ball carrier. It looks like an athlete. Met in the tackle by Ayamila Bill. Great hit. Dale, great skill set from Dale. Prop there. Uliabona, Machana. Ball on the inside from Owe to Dale. Looked to pass again. The ball bounced off the chest of the number 10, Pigo. Dale still running it from the own 22. As they go again, Pico gives it out to Lakanya Mbeu. What a player. Great show and go from the number 22. Good carry from the number 7, Lina Mandla Peter. Pico plays again. Show and go from Owe to great scrap play from Ayamila Bill. As Sia Marcela goes onto the field for Liema Mbajoti. Ayola Mali, apologies, is on for Ayola Mali at lock. Got a young Graeme side on the field now, yeah. A few 17-year-olds. You got 6 out of the 8 in the forwards. We were 17.
You know what that means next year? Piles of experience.
Ooh, knocked back, says the ref. No options for Dale, yeah. Tough to play.
Yazi clear njengomqeqeshi into elula yintoni kusenziwa into ezinzima ezininzi ngexesha elinye kungaviswe kwenziwe into elula u12 athatha ibhola abheke emcheni u9 okanye u10 akhaba ibhola sifaka iGraeme under pressure apha kwihalf yawo idaily isuqula nje kwinto ezincinci zii-basics zombhoxo ezi senza into ezilula singabe senza into ezinzima phisa ngebhola ngo uDoyle wafaka ibhola kwiscrum Williams wakhangela omnye Williams akhaba ibhola kahle yolala ku22 abo yabona ba under pressure leke ba win line out ball bazaphinda bazama ubaleka beyenye impazana.
And that line out ball for Dale hasn't been good all day. They've been under pressure with Ayola Mali limping back onto the field. Obviously National Week's around the corner. Ayola limping there. I'm sure Coach Thabo Sisusa would be under a lot of pressure or concern that his jumper is back onto the field. Wise decision from the coach, Jonty van der Meulen, to pull that man off. Good line-out ball from Lakanya Mbeu. Good. It looks like they've got many options. Great. Dale look to exit. They're still running it. Pico goes to the blind side. Good step from the Dale number 5. Howe Mtati. Another pickup and drive from Dale. Kuyabanda. No bomb. They go for a cross kick. Unfortunately, it trickles into touch. And line out for Graeme in between the 10 meter and the 22 meter line. Game match and set here. As you can see the scoreboard there in the background, 31 points to Graeme, and 0 points to Dale with 6 minutes to go in the second half. Graeme will look to find another score here.
Ongota nebench apha Mr Kennedy anzo ki Graeme Marcel wayithi Doyle edibisa noSukulu. Sukulu uyakhangela kodwa ubisiwe dibene nedonga limlindele uDoyle sakhangela ibhola kodwa Dale inokhe on scrum down. Hayi ke umdlalo wempazamo ngokugxiya uina ethi impazamo.
Really frustrating from Dale today. Graeme were phenomenal in the second half. Indeed, in territory play, all the play has been happening in the Dale territory. Against the wind, into the rain. But they've managed to find their way up the field. Great move from Marcus Williams. Another boxy. Cameron Doyle kicks front football.
Hayi ke nayo iGraeme nayo iza nempazamo zayo ngo. Xolisa mjezu uthatha 10 meters yonke qona iphinde niphisa ngebhola lahlobo. Hayi uDoyle naye ngokwenza into zomqala ukukhaba ibhola iphume. Masiphinde sihlale. Phiko Loms. Anzi Dale College iphinde ityekeza. Uqala le Graeme College ibhola. Elesi wayichola. Nangu uDoyle ukhona. Uzakhangela uWilliams. Mfumene Williams obheke ekoneni. Wathi phise ngayo le bhola wayibamba umkhokhela uMathikana. Yabo ngamahashi ke ngoku. Ngamahashi ubheke ekalkeni. Abaphosa bonke bafika. Ona base Graeme College. Good scramble defense from the Graeme College boys there. Playing well, knocked backwards. Dale have now entered Graeme College's 22-meter line for probably the first time this half. Graeme scrambling back, but players are well met in defense by Mikulu Yolani, Sia Masela. Another tackle. Pico Loms. Phaka kwaDina Maxhaqwa lambili. Inika number 7 liyabona. Maqingwane. Jongwane eze kahle kule season for Dale College. Nangu Mbewu. Phinde bheka phambili. Graeme ngaphisi ngayo le bhola. Hayi uPhico Loms wayinika. Nangu liyabona yaphinda. Bamba ibhola. Nangu uPhico Loms khangela le bhola. Uthi forward zami khani isebenzeni. Khani ngamandla ngoku. Graeme College lindile phezu ko try line wabo. Nansi Dale College ityekeza le bhola. Yanika iGraeme College ithuba lokubani ikwazi ukuphuma kulomhlaba unje. Sheke nje imizuzu emithathu.
That's exactly what Dale should have done with the second half. Play with forwards, close to the rack, at pace. And I think this is the first 22-meter entry for Dale in the second half with the wind behind their backs. I think it's just been poor execution of plans here from the boys from Onga. But credit must go to Graeme College, the first team side, for controlling the game so well.
Graeme College scrum on the 5-meter line. Cameron Doyle to feed the scrum. Ref pulls them back up. Surely it will be another reset scrum. Graeme College will be looking to execute the exit play here, but I think the wing is the wing has gone back here. I think we could play a good 8-9 game here if we're not under pressure. Play it on. Here comes Doyle. Don't look for the ball still there. Ref calls him back for a knock on. Good way to try and exit, but just execution of the knock on, throwing the 50-50 there. And there's about 1 minute left on the clock, and surely this will be the last movement. Good day of rugby out here in Makhanda. I know most schools have probably cancelled their fixtures because of the rain down here in the Eastern Cape this weekend, but good one to have Graeme and Dell playing on a rainy weekend, and good field. The field doesn't look like it's been bad, as we see Dell number 8 being well made in the tackle by Dor, and looks like the Graeme College boys holding people up. Ball hasn't come, and unfortunately the man was held up, and it will be a scrum down to Graeme College. Ref rates, we still have 1 minute to play.
I think it's game set. The boys have played really well. Graeme College. I think going back to 2019, the last time these two teams met on this field on Rugby Day, it was a 10-all draw in 2019. Fast forward 5 years down the line, Graeme take the victory.
Phelile ke into besingayo namhlanje. Graeme College 31 points to 0 against Dale College from Eqonce. Abantwana baka Sir Langham Dale bangaphansi namhlanje. Abantwana baka Colonel John Graham bangaphezulu. Kwaye sibona nabantwana besikolo bengene ebaleni bekumanda ubanani namhlanje. Thank you for joining us and listening to our commentary. Xawam mandukunika ugqibezele.
Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon and listening to our commentary and watching the boys. Always grateful to be part of something special. And obviously this is just a game. The most important thing is the friendships that these boys have forever. Thank you very much to our viewers and listeners out there. Safe travels to Dale and their staff. See you next year down in Eqonce.